Man, the news for Unrivaled continues to get worse and worse. They can't catch a break, y'all. They can't catch a break. This is looking like a bad investment for a lot of people. It's looking like a bad investment. It's looking like you threw some gasoline on your money and lit a match and threw it on top of it, and you just burnt your bread up. That is what it is.
This isn't hyperbole or clickbait. It's a direct reflection of the reality facing Unrivaled right now. The actual chairman and CEO of TNT Sports is reportedly considering abandoning the venture just months after investing $30 million. And when an executive compares that investment to pouring gasoline on money and lighting it on fire, that signals far more than minor concern. It's full-blown panic, and the numbers back it up. Paige Buchers and Cameron Brink, the two biggest stars Unrivaled has this season, played on the same team in a primetime matchup and drew just 32,000 viewers. To put that into perspective, individual YouTube creators regularly pull in more live viewers than this professionally produced basketball league, despite its $30 million television deal.
Unrivaled is drowning in quicksand. They had a game on last night. Paige Buchers couldn't even crack more than 40,000 viewers. I think they topped out at 32,000 viewers. I have videos on Keep the Vision and Keep the Vision Football. Go over there and subscribe. I got videos that's doing more views than that. People are doing live streams that are doing more views than that. This is nuts. This is nuts. I don't understand what's going on, man. Nobody seems to be interested in this 3-on-3.
What makes this especially devastating is that TNT didn't just gamble on some random startup. They already had inside the NBA, one of the most decorated sports shows in television history, featuring Shaq, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, and Ernie Johnson. The show won 3 Emmys in a single year, delivered consistently dominant ratings, and became a cultural institution that defined basketball commentary for 35 years. Yet TNT chose to let it go. That decision came while media rights negotiations were unraveling, making the contrast even more striking. So when Chairman and CEO Louis Silverweiser is reportedly looking for an exit from Unrivaled, it raises a troubling question. If he was willing to walk away from a proven, Emmy-winning ratings juggernaut, what real chance does a 3-on-3 league drawing just 32,000 viewers have? The answer should be deeply unsettling for everyone who invested in this league.
CEO and chairman was willing to get rid of that show. You mean to tell me, and this is why people are saying this, you mean to tell us they won't get rid of Unrivaled by year 3? Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Here it says Unrivaled off to a grim start in year 2 as viewership craters. Unrivaled, the nascent 3-on-3 women's basketball league is off to a shaky start in its second year. The league, which has stated goal of providing elite women's basketball players an alternative to playing over.
Front Office Sports broke down the numbers, and they're catastrophic across the board. Opening night this season averaged 175,000 viewers across TNT and TrueTV, while 2 additional games that aired exclusively on TrueTV drew just 32,000 viewers each. By January 9th, viewership had fallen to 139,000, and weekend games on January 10th and 11th averaged only 71,000 viewers on TrueTV alone. What should alarm investors most is that these figures represent a massive decline from year 1. Last season, Unrivaled averaged 221,000 viewers across the regular season and playoffs, with an opening night audience of 312,000. In just 1 year, the league has lost 40% of its audience. That isn't a sophomore slump, it's a death spiral. And this is only year 2, which is supposed to be the growth phase. Leagues don't typically peak in year 1 and crater in year 2 unless something is fundamentally broken.
Out of this. And now, check this out. Paige Buchers and Cameron Brink are carrying a heavy load for Unrivaled as the league's 2 biggest stars this season. And they on the same team and could not get more than 32,000 viewers. Nasty work. This is a listen, sometimes you got to cut your losses and walk away, or you're going to keep losing. You're going to keep losing. Now you got Nafisa Collier's husband trying to make some sense of it. And remember, this guy he wants to partner with the WNBA because he knows this.
Now look at how Unrivaled CEO is responding to the crisis. Alex Bazell, who is married to Nafisa Collier, one of the league's co-founders, offered front office sports a standard corporate line. We're building Unrivaled for the long game, and we're confident in our outlook. We're proud of the product we're putting on the court each week. Leagues aren't built overnight. That last line is technically true, but here's what else doesn't happen overnight. Networks don't burn through tens of millions of dollars on programming that nobody watches. That's the real issue. Bazell can talk about the long game all he wants, but TNT isn't playing a long game. It's playing the how fast can we stop hemorrhaging money game. And there's another problem he isn't addressing. Unrivaled is no longer competing in a vacuum. Project B is launching soon and is scheduled in the same time slots, meaning direct competition for the same viewers at a time when Unrivaled has already lost 40% of its audience year over year.
And I'm not trying to lose millions overnight. There are a bunch of people who put in a bunch of money, and y'all gonna lose the networks. That's just what's about to happen. If TNT and them walk away, y'all are cooked. If this chairman and CEO walks away, y'all are cooked. And Project B is coming. Project B is coming, and they're in the same slot as you guys, scheduling wise. This is bad work right here. This is nasty, nasty work, man. I don't know what they are. I don't know what y'all plan is, but y'all better figure something out. Y'all better figure something out. Let's take a look at this right here, man. This is on Front Office Sport. Unrivaled. Let me pull this up for y'all. Unrivaled faces stiff challenges. Ratings plunge to start year 2.
Let's talk about what Unrivaled actually tried to sell. In year 1, the league positioned itself as the anti-WNBA, offering better salaries, better accommodations, and better treatment of players. It even used Caitlin Clark's name for promotion until she publicly shut that down, while implying it was fixing everything the WNBA was doing wrong. That messaging worked at first, creating buzz and drawing enough curiosity for people to tune in. The inaugural game sold out with 870 fans in attendance. The format felt intriguing. The salaries were legitimately impressive and competitive with WNBA pay, and the player equity stakes were real. On paper, everything looked promising, but the problem with building your brand as the opposite of something else is that eventually you have to stand on your own merits. You have to deliver a product people actually want to watch repeatedly, not just once out of curiosity. The numbers suggest that once the novelty wore off, once viewers saw what 3-on-3 women's basketball looks like as a regular viewing experience, they decided it wasn't for them. As Front Office Sports put it, the sparkle is worn off, and what's underneath hasn't been compelling enough to retain viewers.
I mean, the ratings are so bad that the networks might pull out of the deal, man. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is over there. It's bad work. It's bad work over there right now. So, here it says, in its inaugural season, Unrivaled was a spectacle, drawing a sold-out crowd of 870 eager eyes hungry for basketball to watch during the WNBA offseason. The new format was intriguing, and the salaries and player accommodations that rivaled the WNBA's were cause for fan celebration in year 2. The spark.
Now here's where this becomes personally uncomfortable for everyone involved. Annie Costabile has been covering this story relentlessly, and she's been proven right at every turn. When she questioned the business model, she was dismissed. When she raised concerns about the ratings, she was accused of hating on women's basketball. When she suggested networks might eventually walk away, critics said she was being dramatic. She wasn't being dramatic. She was reading the same data everyone else had access to and drawing the obvious conclusions. Now, those conclusions are playing out in real time. The ratings are collapsing. The network is reportedly looking for an exit, and the CEO is offering corporate non-answers while the house burns down around him. Meanwhile, investors who bought into the long-term vision are watching their money evaporate while being told to trust the process, a position that is clearly not sustainable.
Say the least. That's just to say the least, man. I mean, y'all used Caitlin Clark for a bunch of promo last year until she cut it off, and y'all kind of used the fact of, oh, we're the opposite of what the WNBA is doing. Y'all use that for promo. Y'all disrespected the WNBA for promo. I mean, let's be clear here. And now you guys might be at risk of being without a network. Who knows? Unrivaled might be, they might be trying to call Keep the Vision to get Unrivaled streamed on KTV. Hey, y'all might be streaming straight on YouTube now. I don't know. This is nasty work, though. I hope it gets better. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
Here's what this really comes down to. Unrivaled made a fundamental miscalculation about its market. The league assumed that because there is demand for women's basketball during the WNBA season, there would automatically be demand for it in the offseason, and that assumption was wrong. The WNBA draws viewers because of stakes. Championships matter, playoff races matter, records matter, and legacy matters. When Caitlin Clark is chasing history or Aya Wilson is pursuing another MVP, people tune in because those moments carry real significance. 3-on-3 basketball in a Miami warehouse doesn't carry the same weight. Winning an unrivaled championship simply doesn't matter in the way a WNBA title does. While the players are paid well, and that's great. Fans don't watch sports because salaries are high. They watch because they're emotionally invested in outcomes that feel important. Unrivaled hasn't created that emotional investment, and without it, it's just another basketball league people don't particularly care about. Featuring elite women doesn't automatically translate to viewership. The product itself has to be compelling, and the numbers suggest it isn't. That raises the obvious question of what happens next. If TNT walks away, where does Unrivaled go? It can't survive on ticket sales alone in an 870-seat venue, and it needs broadcast revenue to sustain salaries and operations. Without TNT or another major network, the league is likely facing streaming-only distribution, which means lower visibility and worse revenue prospects. Investors are now staring at a future where their equity stakes could be worthless within 2 years. That's not building for the long game. That's watching an investment collapse in real time while being told everything is fine when it clearly isn't. Louis Silverweiser didn't build his career by throwing good money after bad. He already made the ruthless decision to walk away from inside the NBA, a beloved institution with proven rating success. So it's hard to believe he wouldn't do the same with a league losing 40% of its audience year over year. The only question is timing. And the most brutal part of all of this is what it means for the players. They were sold a vision of a league that would value them, pay them properly, give them equity, and allow them to stay in the U.S. instead of going overseas. That vision was genuine. Nafisa, Collier, and Breanna Stewart truly believed they were building something sustainable, but belief doesn't pay bills. Viewership does, and the viewership isn't there. Now elite players who turn down overseas money are watching the league potentially implode around them, which isn't just a business failure, but a personal betrayal of the trust they place in the founders. The comparison to burning money isn't just colorful language, it's accurate. Tens of millions of dollars have flowed into a league that can't draw more viewers than a mid-tier YouTube channel. That's not a sustainable business. It's a bonfire. The saddest part is that this didn't have to happen. If Unrivaled had positioned itself as complementary to the WNBA rather than an alternative, focus on gradual growth, and realistically tested market demand before going all in, the outcome might look different. Instead, it bet everything on demand that wasn't proven, and now it's paying the price. At this point, the path forward is bleak. Either viewership dramatically increases, which seems unlikely given trajectory, or the league is forced to scale back, cut salaries, or pursue partnerships that undermine the original vision. That leaves one unavoidable question. Was this ever truly viable, or was it always a vanity project sold on optimism rather than solid market research? Because 32,000 viewers with Paige Buchers and Cameron Brink on the same court isn't a marketing or scheduling problem. It's a fundamental product problem. And fundamental product problems can't be fixed with better promotion. They can only be fixed by offering something people genuinely want to watch, which the evidence suggests Unrivaled does not.